During testimony today from Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, the president's Iraq escalation plan ran into a buzzsaw of criticism, led most harshly not by a Democrat, but by a Republican, Nebraska Senator Chuck Hagel.
I think this speech given last night by this president represents the most dangerous foreign policy blunder in this country since Vietnam, if it's carried out.
The president said last evening he wants to increase the number of troops in Iraq by 22,000. Today, under questioning from Hagel,
I think that I don't see it, and the president doesn't see it as an escalation. What he sees
Putting
is
22,000 new troops, more troops in, is not an escalation? Would you call it a decrease? And billions of dollars more that you need for it?
I would call it, Senator, an augmentation that allows the Iraqis to deal with this very serious problem that they have in Baghdad.
Rice then testified that most U.S. casualties in Iraq are not because the U.S. is trying to tamp down sectarian violence.
They're not because we are caught in the middle of crossfire between Sunnis and Shia.
Madam Secretary, that's just not true.
Well, Senator,
that is not true.
Senator, if you allow me to...
Several Democrats were so taken aback by Rice's testimony, their simmering frustrations with the Bush administration exploded.
It is time to use the power of the purse to bring our troops out of Iraq.
Russ Feingold said Iraq had made America less safe and our enemies more powerful, and he dared Rice to disagree.
Well, I think the diversion of attention from the most important problems in the world has everything to do with this terrible mistake. Let's try something that I think is more direct. What about our military? The strain in our military. Is our military better off than it was before the Iraq intervention?
Senator, we're at war. And when we're at war, there's going to be strain on the military.
Democrat Barbara Boxer angrily noted the administration was refusing to provide an estimate of the future sacrifice.
Senator, I think it would be highly unlikely for the military to tell the president we expect X number of casualties because of this augmentation of the forces.
And that word again, augmentation, seemed to get under the skin of several senators. Republican George Voinovich, a war supporter, said in dramatic fashion that the administration was losing him.
I've gone along with the president on this, and I bought into his dream. And at this stage of the game, I don't think it's going to happen.
Last night, President Bush said,
I've made it clear to the Prime Minister and Iraq's other leaders that America's commitment is not open-ended.
Today,
all right, if it's not open-ended, does that mean you're prepared if they fail to pull out, to terminate? What is the accountability mechanism?
Senator, I think it's best to leave the president's words as the president's words.
All of the unanswered questions about the Iraqi government, diplomacy, and a U.S. exit strategy prompted several crucial war supporters to announce they are going to oppose the administration's plan.
But I'm not convinced as I look to the plan that the president presented yesterday that what we're seeing is that much different than what we have been doing in the past.
I have supported you and the administration on the war, and I cannot continue to support the administration's position.
Not one senator on the committee expressed support for the Iraq escalation. And now it's not even clear if Republican leader Mitch McConnell will have the support he is looking for to sustain his threatened filibuster and block a vote against the White House next week. I'm David.